Tonight I'm talking about Headless Annie, and this story takes place in Harlan County, Kentucky, up on Black Mountain, the highest mountain in the state. And it happens back in the 1930s during what was called the Harlan County Coal Wars. Now, the abridged version of this story is that the coal mining companies were basically the only jobs in this rural area, and they knew it. They didn't even pay people in real money. They printed their own money that was only good at their stores. Like they set up these stores in the mining camps, and the money was a good only at their stores. And everybody lived in housing that was owned by these mining companies. And this was during the Depression, during the 1930s. And these companies started cutting wages. I read that they cut wages at one company as much as 10%, all in one whack. And 10% is a big chunk of your income just to lose. Well, like I said, the short of it is that people were trying to get unions in the area. They were trying to get some representation, and the coal mining companies didn't want that. Uh, so they bribed the local law enforcement, and they hired also just goons off the street, to do their dirty work, and that dirty work was to make sure, or try to make sure, that the unions didn't get a foothold. So Annie was one of the casualties of this Cold War. There were a lot of casualties of the Cold War. Annie happened to be one of them because her father was one of these miners, and he was one of the miners who was trying to get a union established in town. Well, when the coal company he worked for got wind of it, they sent a bunch of thugs over to this man's house. Annie was supposed to be about 12 years old, a young preteen, maybe teen, and her mother and her father, the three of them were all tied up, bound, and gagged, and well, let's just say that by the next morning, none of them had survived. And it was said to be a very gruesome incident. It's also said that Annie's father was intentionally saved for last so that he would have to witness the atrocities that happened in that house that night. Uh, but yeah, Annie lost her head in that incident. Uh, the bodies were thrown off a nearby ravine to cover up the evidence. But ever since then, in the area that it happened on Black Mountain, there have been sightings of Annie. Now, she's said to always be dressed in white. That's one thing that's consistent about the story. Sometimes she has no head at all. Sometimes she is holding her head in her hands. And she's also supposed to have like a spectral, ethereal glow about her. But even though she doesn't have a head, it doesn't mean that she can't sense when folks are around. Uh, People, like locals especially, won't even ride by with their windows down on Black Mountain. Now, especially on foggy nights is when she is said to appear. But at nights, on the windy rural back roads of Black Mountain, she appears, and sometimes she chases cars. Like sometimes people that have reported looking in their rearview mirror and seeing her sitting in the car with them. And that's also why people will not ride through with their windows down, because it said if you ride through with your window down, that and that's when Annie will definitely get in your car. And that's not even the end of it. It's also said that a lot of people that have sighted Annie, especially the ones where Annie has hopped in the car with them, that it was like a bad omen, that something terrible happened to him afterwards, or like freak accident. But anyway, a lot of people passed away shortly after having an encounter with Annie, and some people have disappeared entirely. I read at least one account of a couple that was up in the area, and they found their car abandoned with both the doors wide open, but never found the couple. So, you know, between chasing you down the road, it's said that yeah, she will chase you down the road sometimes. Hopping in the car with you. What do you guys think? What's going on here with Headless Annie? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. And also, I want to thank everyone for being so kind and supportive in the comments. It really means a lot to me. Uh, you know, especially the ones that let me know that you enjoy these stories. That makes it all worthwhile. Definitely makes it all worthwhile. Let me know that you enjoy them. But if you really want to support the channel, a lot of y'all know that I lost my leg in an amputation around the New Year's. I still hadn't even healed enough to get my prosthetic. But I'm trying to pivot and double down on the channels here and really grow them as far as I can. And if you guys would share this, that would be the most helpful thing you could do. Share it on your social media or with your friends. Anybody you think that might enjoy these stories also. Please, I just like to see this channel grow and be all that it can be. But thank you guys seriously for being so supportive always. And also, if you have your own paranormal story from Appalachia, I would love to hear it. My email is visible in my bio here. You can direct message me, but I'd love to hear it, love to talk about it, maybe put it on the show. But this has been Jay's Haunted Appalachia for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed the story, and keep Appalachia haunted, y'all.